Oh my gosh. So many emotions, man. This is what I'm going to be building on, and it's on carpet. So yeah, so unfortunately guys, I'm kind of out of time. And we're going to see if we get post. I don't know what that is. I don't even know what to say right now. All I know is that now I need to get this. Probably going to be the only fan. Oh, no pressure. It's only $3,000. It is the ping pong table strap, since or the anti-static wrist straps. And get like a 360 view on this thing. Like right now. So if this works, so I am going to be building a PC, and thankfully the part I was waiting on the longest, which is this AMD 9800 X3D, and the cooler for it came in. The only thing I'm actually missing because of this, according to this, I guess it showed up to them already busted. They still delivered this. Was the 16 gigabyte flash drive that I was going to use to make the bootable Windows with. And coincidentally, a pack of lids that I use for mason jars whenever I make my kefir. So, I have all the other parts here. So I guess I should be thankful because the part that took the longest to get delivered was that CPU. The only small downside is that I live in a small town. I guess I'm kind of lucky that the only part that's really missing was that flash drive. I guess the upside to all of this is that the CPU, which took about a week and a half to get here, actually made it here, as well as all the other parts. So the only thing I'm missing for the build, flash drive, which the closest place I can get a 16 gigabyte flash drive is about 40 to 50 minutes away. So I guess I'll have to go drive over there. I had an alarm set for 3 o'clock. I actually woke up around 11:30 because I worked a night shift last night. So what that means is I am going to be drinking a bang and driving out. It's all part of the adventure. So here we go. All right, so just jumped into the car. Kind of waiting for the AC to pick up a little bit. So let's go drive out there. This kind of been a long time coming, building the PC. I've been working at my current job for about like 5 years, and that's roughly around the last time I built a PC, which is my current setup. I've upgraded a couple things here and there, but I haven't done like a full PC upgrade / build since then. And so I mean, my current job, I do get paid a decent amount of money, but I've been kind of done with it. So now I'm kind of investing it in a computer. So yeah, so I'm super excited. The fact that I think I got off like at 7 in the morning after doing an knock shift, and just trying to pay for this computer. I think the added inconvenience of the flash drive not being there, I don't know, like it's an inconvenience, but it's engaging. Like almost kind of like a challenge that like this is like, I don't know, like this isn't going to stop me from building it today, if I can help it. Now if it was like the CPU that was missing, I mean there's nothing I could do about that. Although after, you know how you like do some research and you're supposed to be patient and let the information come to you when you're going to be building something like this. I wish maybe, my only regret is maybe not doing all the research I could have done, because I got a 9800 X3D. Now if that CPU didn't show up, I think I probably would have gone instead with the 9950X or X3D. Just spent like the extra $100 or so to get it, just because according to what I've seen, it looks like it would have been better for video editing as well. But that CPU ended up being the one to show up, so we're gonna stick with it and roll with it. And every time I think about it in the future, you know, it's just gonna be one of those things where it's like unique to this experience. So the AC is starting to kick in, and the next time you see me will be, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to Target. Yeah, because it's either Walmart or Target, and I feel like going to Target today. So I will see you next. All right, so here at Target, just made it. Go in there real quick and get my 16 GB flash drive, and then make the 15-minute drive back home. All right, so we got the flash drive. I was starting to stay in there a little bit too long because I started looking at monitors, which is going to be my next purchase. But I gotta focus. So I don't know if I want to pick up food here because I haven't eaten since last night at work, and that was like soup, like probably like 500 mLs total of soup, and then like a little bit of meat and stuff in there. So I might pick up something here. They do have a Panda Express, but I'm scared that if I eat now, I'm gonna be too tired to like work. So I might just skip it and then just head home. Like, kind of want to get the job done, because I do know that if I eat anything right now, I'm going to be super freaking sleepy. So I think maybe I'll pick up, because I need to get gas. So maybe I'll pick up like a Monster coffee or something. But we have to remain focused, get it done today. All right, so they didn't have the Monster coffee, so I just got a normal mocha coffee, and then I have like maybe like 5% left of this. Finish this, and then we're back on the road. So yeah, that's going on the floor. This is going here. I will see you guys back at the house. All right, so I am on my PC right now, getting the Windows 11 installation USB thing set up. Still kind of reviewing it right now, watching a YouTube video on how to make it. Once I get this set up, we will be going into the build. So that was a 16 gigabit drive, but for some reason I'm firing up Rufus right now to make a bootable drive, and it's saying that it's 32. So I mean, I guess kind of one. And sorry for the mess in the back. Yeah, no, don't pay attention to that. And there we go. It is still loading up, and now we just wait. Alright guys, so it is 2:40. That bootable flash drive is still downloading and getting ready to go. So while I'm waiting on that, I think it's time we get started on the task at hand. Now, I think that there's been a little bit of a buildup to all this, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of intimidated because the parts that I have right now total to about $3,000. And even though I've built PCs in the past, they've just been like budget PCs. So the fact that, I probably shouldn't mess up, it's a little intimidating. So this is what I'm going to be building on. It is the ping pong table, and it's on carpet. So I'm going to be taking off my socks. Probably going to be the only fan that isn't a RGB, but I kind of got it because there's going to be a lot more intake, and so I wanted the exhaust fan to be just a little bit more efficient. Strap, or the anti-static wrist strap, so hopefully there's extra layer of protection. Now I know that you kind of need a lot to create static in the system, but again, $3,000 is kind of a lot. So did get this. So I'll be connecting this with the PSU when it's plugged into the outlet on the off position. So yeah, I left it on that table just yet while it's in the box, but this is the case. So the story with I guess I should go to the beginning. So originally I only wanted to upgrade my current setup with a graphics card. Unfortunately, my current case is too small, and I didn't do the research ahead of time to see whether or not it would fit, and it didn't fit. So instead of returning the card, I kind of decided maybe it was time to just make a new PC. So that's why we're here. Anyway, that is the 9070 XT by AMD. I got the XFX, I think it's like the Quicksilver or white version or something like that. But yeah, that's what we're working with. And so that was the catalyst of, I guess, everything. So I think we are going to start with CPU first. CPU, motherboard, the M.2, and then the RAM, just to set up that Lego piece. And then after that, we'll go into the case and do the PSU wiring stuff. I think the last thing is going to be the graphics card after all the management and stuff, and then the fans. Still trying to figure out when I'm supposed to put the fans in. I think that's in between putting the motherboard into the case and the graphics card. I'm missing something. Oh, I know what it is. I went ahead and got the Digital Peerless Assassin ARGB. I guess I could have went with an AIO, but I like the idea of utilizing, I feel like you get more fan radiation for the whole system if you go with tower cooling, with the amount of fans I'm putting in the system, versus if I used AIO, I feel like you'd only get, the 360 millimeters of cooling. But I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert. Plus, I did see what this looked like, and I thought it would be, a good match. But we'll see if this even fits. And I've heard that there could be issues with RAM clearance, so I hope that's not the case. Anyway, funny story about this. There's actually, I originally got another one. This is going to be just the base model. But then while I was at work, I ended up seeing this model, and I thought that the digital screen, I don't know, like I said, this is a long overdue upgrade, so I kind of just figured that I'd get this and then just return this. Just because, I don't know, I feel like the screen, once I get the color scheme up, I'm kind of going for like a white and red kind of deal going. So I think it's time. I think it's time to play with the motherboard. I gotta set up the strap and stuff though, so we'll take a look at that. All right, so just making sure that I had the DJI mic on. So I have the PSU. I'm going to be connecting it into the wall socket. This is a 1000 watt PSU. Kind of wanted to go overboard just in case I had future upgrades. So I'll be connecting it to the socket and putting it in the off position and then putting the strap on. Look at that big, beautiful modular PSU. So what I did is put one of the screws in, and then I'm just going to attach there, and I should be grounded. It's on the off position. Cool. So I should be safe to start working on some computer. And then take a look. So I'm looking at the pins right now, and I don't really see anything wrong with it. I gotta peel off a bunch of plastic. I ended up grabbing the chair because I'm probably gonna be here for a little bit. So I'm gonna go through and make sure I find all of the plastic that I need to peel off of this thing. Oh, there's a lot in here. Ooh, this is probably the only time I'm ever gonna see this board like super clean. So for future reference and for nostalgia, I am gonna go do a quick recording of this. So before I put in the CPU, I think I need to take off the pre-installed brackets and put in the backplate for the Peerless Assassin. So before I even put in the CPU, I think I'm supposed to install like a backplate or something to for the Peerless Assassin, if I'm remembering correctly. So I'm going to review that for a little bit. I'm just going to take my time, especially since I'm also recording this. So kind of multitasking and making sure that I do everything in the proper order, because having to take off the parts and then redo stuff, increasing the amount of like friction. So look at this ginormous look at this beautiful looking cooler. So it looks like you keep the back plate and it's just the brackets that you take off and you replace it with. I really like the feel of this motherboard. The one I currently have, I was doing a little bit of work installing some fans on it recently. And that one was plastic. This one is metal, and you can, I mean, you're not supposed to press super hard on these, but like, I feel like you don't have to just because the resistance of the metal gives you enough force to do things like unscrew these screws, you know? AM4, but I'm pretty sure those are the brackets because I know that in all of the examples or in all of the videos they were showing the ones with like a little bit of a curve to them. So it's saying AM4 on these, on this like curved one right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it says AM4. But I'm pretty sure it's the curved ones that you use. That's the ones I've seen in the video. So I'm going to be attaching these right now. And then, ooh, give us some thermal paste. Nice. I do have some MX, I think it's MX or MK, I think it's MX4 from the last time I put in a CPU when I upgraded my current setup to a 5800 X3D. That was like maybe 2 years ago. I don't know, does thermal paste expire? I think I read that like if you store it correctly, it can last up to, I don't know, 3 to 5 years. Okay, so I'm noticing, actually when I got up close to that, I was wondering if the AM5 slot, because this is my first time playing with AM5, it looks like there's still that triangle up there, which is going to help guide me to put in the CPU. I'm starting to think that maybe I'm supposed to be putting in the CPU first before I put in the brackets, because if I try to open this up, you kind of, I mean, it doesn't completely limit the clearance, but I think I'm supposed to put in the CPU now. I thought that we had to start with the back plate of the cooler, but we actually kept that. So I think maybe we just go ahead and put in the CPU right now. Your shield. Beautiful. I'm really hoping that this does not have any issues going in. Okay, I see the triangle. Oh, my word. Wow. So I see the triangle right there, and I gotta match it on the board. And I heard that it's okay to put in just a little bit of force, like it feels like when you're closing. Oh, Lord. Okay, I think that's it. Now I heard that when I'm locking it into position, that it feels like you're putting in a lot of force. I really hope that's not the case. Hold on, let me. It looked like that fit right into position. Okay, here we go. And now locking in. Oof, locked in. And that came off pretty good. Cool beans, guys. Again, while I'm doing all of this, I'm still trying to make sure that there's like, I'm looking for the plastic because I do not want to be putting in these parts and then realizing that like I forgot to take off a piece of plastic that's going to end up like burnt. See? See? I knew it. I knew it. Piece of plastic. So like I'm looking, guys, because I do not want burnt plastic in this thing. I gotta search why. I mean, if you know, put it in the comments below, but why is there plastic on parts that like, this thing is going to burn, right? Like, and then cause all kinds of problems, and then you gotta take it apart, and then you gotta figure out why your piece. So I may have gone a little bit overkill, but I like the whole idea of this build is that I do not want to have to like really touch it, except for like cleaning. But I don't want to have to touch it for like at least a couple of years. So as far as the RAM goes, I went with two 64s. So 32 in each, and there's going to be 4 of them. For a total of 128. I am going to be doing some editing. I don't know. I think I had read that like the RAM helps with the editing part, but as far as, like I said before, I probably should have gotten the 9950X or X3D since I was planning to do some like editing. It's nothing too crazy. Like when maybe I go travel or go somewhere, or when I edit my videos for gaming. That's really all I'm trying to do. I'm not like trying to be a professional video editor or anything. So I'm pretty sure this PC should do what I need it to. And I mean, could I have gotten RGB stuff? I could have, you know, but honestly, I kind of like the idea of having it like black and, oh, I gotta open up these tabs. I kind of like the idea of okay, so next we're going to be doing the M.2. Again, I'm looking for like plastic to take off. But it looks like this is like removable. For more plastic parts that I need to take off. I think I should take off this heat sink and take a look and make sure that there's no plastic in here too. Because it looks like there's like some removable plastic tabs here. So, because I know the other 3 M.2 slots are under this heatsink, so I'll take a look at that. but this is the 4 terabyte M.2. And this is my first time actually using M.2. And all my other builds, I've always used, well, that very first one, I think I used a hard drive actually. And then the other 2 builds I used SATA SSDs. So this is the first time. I'm really looking forward to not having to worry about wiring up the memory. So looks like there's like this blue plastic here. I think I'm supposed to peel that off. So I'm pretty sure there's other plastic components that I need to take off under this heatsink. It's a good thing I watched the product review for that. Here we go, you guys. So it only fits in one way. Here is, I don't think I need like a screw out. I think this thing is just gonna push it down there. Oop. Boom. Locked in. I'm still iffy about that RAM for some reason. Because I feel like, here, that way you guys can take a look. Probably. So now I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleanup here for the next thing that I'm gonna be putting in. Actually, let's take a look at the heatsink in here and make sure that there is, ooh, you need like a very much more fine screwdriver. Let's take this thing off. So I'm just looking for plastic. It's this. Okay. Good to know. So, no, it's just straight up. Okay, and these screws are what you use also to lock them down. Good to know for future reference. I mean, I do plan on putting in more storage in here. And I'll review it in the future, but it looks like the most I could find with the M.2 was 4 terabytes. I could probably go up to 16 terabytes of NVMe, I think is what that's called, right? So, I went to my phone and just did a little bit of research. It looks like this thermal paste, I decided I'm probably just going to use the one that came with the Peerless. To fix, like that one right there, probably fix that. But gotta take off this plastic. And this is gonna have like that monitor on there. I might have to take the monitor off when I have to screw it in there. We'll see. That's what I got. Can you? Oh shit, okay, yeah. So, note to self, yeah, it comes off. And the holes are right there to help guide you. So I can actually keep this off. I think these both will daisy chain. Now there's I am gonna go with the wires going up like that. I'm trying to think though, because this is gonna be on top, so maybe I need the wires to be on the side. So I had this whole thing set up in 4K. I just changed it to 1080p because the battery is dying super fast, and this is taking a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. All right, so it looks like I messed up again. Notice, so on this motherboard, these were hiding. This is the top of where it's going to be the top of the case, and so the wires are actually, they're on this side, but they need to be on this side. So we got to do all this all over again. It's okay. We'll get there eventually, guys. This is the case. It is a D5000 ARGB airflow. Let's see if this thing just comes out, which will be nice. Oh yeah, that's so much easier. Wow, this thing is massive. And I think they made a 9,000 case too. I can only imagine how huge that thing is.
And that's what she said.
Oh, it looks like there's already standoffs in place. That's so nice. That's why I was kind of worried because when I was reading the specs online, it said that it had 3 standoffs, but it looks like there's already 6 in there pre-built just for like, for smaller motherboards. I was kind of worried about that. I'm thinking that what I want to do is use this box because I don't want to leave a bunch of scratches. Let me go ahead and flatten this box. All right, so I flattened out the box. I'm gonna set it right here because once I get the case out of the foam, it's gonna have some hard edges and I do not want to damage the ping pong table that I'm using as a workbench. Ooh. Okay. So let's go ahead and lay it flat so we can see what it's gonna look like when we lay it down. Like this whole process is nice, you know, but I think the next time I get a PC build together, I think I'm just gonna work with like a local professional and they could deal with all of this. But this is definitely worth the experience, especially since I'm like recording. Get like a 360 view on this thing. Like front. Of course the glass paneling. And let's go towards the back. It's a nice case. Honestly, this might actually fit on the nightstand that I have. Got the tape off. Look at all that wiring that's already in there. About to add a little bit more wiring, but not too much. It looks like it's mostly wires from the fan. I'm really liking this like just metal snap-on feature. Like it's sturdy and flexible. Looks like there's mesh under here, and that's where we're going to be installing the 3 fans up there. Installing 3 fans here, and then there's already some pre-installed fans in there that I can't figure out. But all right, you guys, so a little bit more proprietary BS. I just checked the Easy DIY fans, and it looks like it might be a little bit easier, but their connector is like this 6-pin thing that goes into here. And now I got to figure out how to use this controller hub thing. And I think this is just a hub. So that means no control. And now I am just like figuring out, I mean, they have a controller, so that's nice. But the way this is set up looks like it's going to take a lot less wires than what's currently in the Corsair case right now. So I might just take out those fans just to lessen the amount of wiring that's in there, because it's using like 3 different hubs, I think. At the end of the day, I guess it's going to be more simpler. I'm looking through this one's manual right now. So I think for now I'll probably just like deal with having 6. I'll uninstall the Corsair fans, which came for the case. Oh no, those ones are stuck, but these ones, this one looks like it's like bolted into the case. Yeah, so like this thing right here, it looks like it's bolted in. Like this and this look like they're stuck, right? Hold on, let me fix the camera. So these two things look like they're just stuck on there. I can pull those off, but this one is like bolted into the case. So I don't know how exactly that's going to work. I'm gonna have to look into the manual a little bit more. Now I just gotta physically take out the bolts. I think I'm probably just going to make these two like stick together like that just in case I ever need these. I don't think I will though. Honestly, I think I'm gonna take out this wire shroud while I'm at it. This screw right here. And I'm gonna have to take this out anyway for the side fans to actually work. Like there is a screw on the other side of this that's keeping it in place. So even if I get rid of this screw back here, I would still have to go into there to get it out, I think. And I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I think I gotta take out all of the wires. Wow. Yeah, this is a lot of work. So we finally got these out. We freaking got it, guys. And there it is. I think it was a total of like 4 screws. This is cool because like these bolts right here, they'll like stay on this thing just in case if ever I wanted to use it. But the reason why I needed to take it off is because now we can put in fans on the side. I've been at it for a while, so I am gonna take a break and come back in a couple hours. Let my mind rest a little bit and eat, because I haven't had a meal since like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it is now 7:26. Okay, yeah, so I'll be back. So this is just like the absolute madness that is what it really looks like right now. So if this works, probably a good thing, because then it's proof that like you don't need too much experience to be able to do this if it works. All right, so it is like 1 o'clock in the morning. Took like maybe, well, when I go to sleep, maybe like 8 o'clock. So I got like 5 hours of sleep. I work graveyard shifts, so this is kind of normal for me. But I'm just gonna finish this coffee and then get back to putting in the fan. Yeah, it's still hot. So the way I'm going to configure this is that these three are going to be intake, and then the back two of the top are going to be exhaust. I'm going to make the front top an intake as well. Because if I make it an exhaust, I feel like the air is just going to kind of go in this way and then out before it even goes into this, like the CPU area. Also pay attention where these wires are going to end up being. So for this one, the wire is like on this corner. For the second one, the wire is on the upper, what is it? Left or right corner, whatever. It's going to be on this corner. And then for this one, I'm also going to put it on this upper corner on this side for the wire pathing. So for the exhaust fan, I ended up getting this Noctua Awesome Possum. Yeah, dude. All right, now we're just gonna self-tap into that plastic. Bam. Wow, that was very easy. These screws like self-tap so easily. Guys, it's like actual legit tapping screws. Here, I'll show you. There's actual like teeth on there. I don't know if that's focusing right, but yeah. See how there's like a groove there? That's the fan. That's the fan installation, you guys. That is the case fan installation. I originally wanted to put fans here, but that's probably doing too much. And then now we're just waiting on Friday for the side fans in, but that's it. I think we're finally ready to put in the motherboard. It's coming together, you guys. It's actually happening. Yeah, it looks like I wasn't recording while I was putting the motherboard in, which is probably a good thing because, yeah, like that's the input output of the motherboard, and that's like the case. So, like it's really good. Like, I don't know, it's making me super happy. We got it. I really wish that they used like, honestly, in this case, like a plastic cover, but that's probably because I messed up. I only figured it out. Front power panel, audio, and then the two USBs are going to be over here. Yeah, super simple. Actually, I think that this one has to go to the middle one. I think it's, at this point, it's time to put in the Asia Horse extensions and the PSU. So this is what we got. They have two different sets here as far as combs. Like these like kind of see-through looking ones. and this like more solid connection. I think I like the solid one more. Alright guys, so I have the PSU and the connections, connecting these and then connecting them to the extensions. Alright, red extension time. This time to get that red extension in there, and it took using both screwdrivers to like poke it in there. That tower cooler really is in the way, and that was the easier slot, right? Like there's another slot right there that I have to do. All this stuff that is and that looks pretty good compared to what it looks like in the back. All right, guys, here we go. Installing this beautiful, pretty so now we just manage the cables in the back. A little bit of a tight fit.
So she said.
But that door does close back there. So I'm gonna be able to lay this down. Oh my God. Oh, you are a heavy, heavy boy, girl, thing. I don't even know if this is gonna fit on my nightstand. Let's see. But this will do for now for us to see if it posts. And we're gonna see if we get post. Lighting up. Moment of truth, you guys. Oh, I'm so glad I'm recording this.
That's what you think, isn't it? That's what everybody thinks.
I don't know if it's gonna pass or fail. I'm getting a light right there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know what that is. The fans aren't working either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately, guys, I'm kind of out of time, and I think it might be the motherboard. And the reason why I say that is because when I got the package, it was not in like a normal Amazon package. It was just like in the box that it was, and it kind of looks scuffed. I guess I'll just add it to things that I'm gonna try returning. But I mean, I just kind of have to suck it up and break all of it. Oh, well, at least disconnect everything from the motherboard. And then try again next week.
Why? Why?
Yeah. Messing with it some more for a last ditch effort. And I put it in dim slot 4.
There is still hope.
Okay, you guys. Here goes. Oh, gotta turn it on. Here you go, guys. No, dude. No. I thought that was it, dude. Alright, so after doing a little bit more research, I am gonna try to reseat the CPU, which means I gotta take off the cooler and wipe off the thermal paste and see if reseating it, and then after that I'll try going the wraps. Might as well try it, you know, after taking some time after the cleanup, putting everything kind of like away. Got some time to think instead of like really just like ditching the board, and, you know, just trying everything, guys. It might have been a combination of resetting the CPU and also moving the RAM around, because it's on the 4th slot RAM, and this is after resetting the CPU, and we got a boot. That's a boot. Guys. Oh, I want to cry so bad right now. It's probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Brought it back to life. Do we try it? Do we try it? Like, do we put the graphics card in there and like actually try to see if it boots into BIOS? All right, guys. So we are gonna try this one more time and see if we get a post. Gotta turn it on first. It says it's working. Oh shit. It's working, you guys. It's actually working.
Live, damn it!
Alright, so after a little bit more research, it looks like I need to have the graphics card installed because this CPU doesn't have an integrated graphics. Third time's a charm of installing the 9070 XT into this. Alright, CPU resetted, RAM B2, then A2.
Finally got it to work.
Graphics card powered up, monitors hooked up to the graphics card. Okay, there's the white light. I don't even know what to say right now. All I know is that I'm so glad I can finally just press F1. Holy shit. This means that I can finally do the wire management on the auxiliary fans on the other case fans. Bro, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Look at it. Look at it. All the RAM works, everything. We got fucking boot, you guys. We did it. Now we just gotta enter the hub, put the other fans on the hub, wire management, and boot Windows. And I think that's it. I think that's all I am able to do right now, able to process. This has been like a 16, 17 hour battle. Oh my gosh. So many emotions, man. Oh my goodness. But the lights, boom. But I'm gonna have so much fun with this. Oh, yep. So the remote actually works with this on the Easy DIY. This is what my cable management kind of looks like. So that's it. The only additional wire I need left is for the fans, and I'm pretty sure I can kind of get them all to fit. The graphics card or whatever. Like, I'm just super happy, man. I'm glad that it worked. It's like 20 hours. And I mean, for you guys that are probably used to like building the PCs, like you guys are like, wow, what a freaking noob. But I mean, I built it on a ping pong table on carpet and it works. That's all I really care about. Especially when I was like, you know, a couple hours ago where I thought it wasn't going to post. And we are getting Windows, you guys. No software needed. I like the red though, because it matches the power boards. But I'll probably be playing around with this a lot. Ooh, aqua blue is nice. There's a violet one. And white. Okay. White's kind of nice because it actually accentuates the extensions. It's actually pretty cool, but I think I'm going to go with red. Either red or white are really nice. And we finally got it to work, you guys. It is all booted up. It has Windows, has the drivers. I installed Radeon graphics on it. Now it's just making sure that on the old computer I have everything, you know, triple checking. I have everything from there before I wipe it. Now the only thing left really is to maybe update the monitors. I think these are still 1080p monitors. I'm thinking about getting one 1440 for the working as the working monitor, and then like a 4K for when I'm like editing videos and stuff. Right, you guys, switched it back to the 4K capture. The moment I've been waiting for, when I can just peel this off of the tempered glass, basically stating that I am going to keep this whole thing. It is magnificent. Just in case they give me like a messed up screen, I have it on. I have a camera that's telling me that they gave me bullshit. I mean, the packaging's pretty good. This one was like $250, I think. Yeah, it looks like the screen's pretty good. All right, guys. So, finally got enough time to open up the U27 4K. When I had ordered this, it actually got delayed. Probably because, I'm hoping that's because it's like a super popular product and not because it went through like a storm or something. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of lightly get these in here. Right. So put that notch in first. Pull this down and boom. That's what that all looks like. I guess I gotta attach the power here, and then you get up to 2 HDMIs, 2 display ports. I don't want this being laid on the screen for too long. So you actually get a good amount of like length for this connection, I suppose, for the power, because you get the length of this, plus you get the power cord. All right, so this is just a brief look at what I'm upgrading from. So this is the 20-inch Spectre 1080p, and this is the 27-inch Spectre. .4K 60 fps monitor. So yeah, about 7-inch difference. All right, firing it up right now. See if this thing actually connect with it. Still has the plastic on. Forgot to turn on the power, so I guess I still need to press the power button down here. Kind of scared me for a second because I thought it was... Oh man, is this thing pretty. And it looks like it transitioned pretty well. It has everything where I put. It's over here. There we go. And now the mouse will go over there. This is display 1. Oh man. Okay. The last piece of the puzzle is going to be replacing this little stand that I have here. Because as you can see, it's like slanted. It's been slanted for about a month since I've made this thing. The replacement I have for it, it's going to be lower to the ground, but at least it won't be slanting, and it'll have like, you'll see. That product actually we're going to be unveiling on the ping pong table right now. Yeah, it looks pretty simple. So you just like turn this over, and then now I'm going to go see if the PC fits on this thing. So the base dimensions on the PC are 20 in length by 9.5. Well, let's go put it on. See what happens. Okay, so this is like the 5th time that I put it on there, and I realized that on this thing, I basically just gave it like an extra inch on the length and the width. Because what was actually happening was that like one edge was like falling through because there was too much space. Because you're kind of just trying to get it on the corners. And yeah, I kind of want to get it like fitted as close as possible to like the wheels for the best amount of support. Now I need to get this. No pressure, it's only $3,000. And that's it, you guys. I think that's the last piece. Honestly. But I'm looking at this thing and the whole setup. It's nice. Forgive me, room is super messy. So let's get a final shot of everything, of my work over the last couple of weeks. Now, since I have this computer all set up, I want to thank you guys if you've watched the full video. I don't have no idea how long this video is going to be, but thank you. And hopefully with all of this, I can finally get started doing a lot more, I don't know, content creation. So, I don't know, message to myself in a year. Hopefully everything turns out great, because the amount of work to put all of this crap together, it was stressful. So do something with it, okay?